Shalom. First thing and foremost, I'm going to give all praises and glory and honor as due to Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, Ba'ashim Rakakwadash. I'm going to give double honors to the elders and the apostles of Great Millstone that rule well. Blessings and salutations to the hopeful elect. Noise in this gospel, abroad, living with the standard of Yahweh, Ba'ashim, Yahweh Shai, wherever it may be. This is just another lesson through the Spirit. I kind of wanted to piggyback back off this lesson again, going into this angel of the Lord. As we know that angels of the Most High all the time disguise themselves as mere men. Because looking at this from a particular peripheral, it looks like a man, like almost a derelict, or I won't say a homeless person, but it looks like just a typical man, and it looks like he's from a different time period. And when you really focus in on this, what lets us know that this is an angel, outside of the appearance of his mitre and the gold shirt that he has on, or whatever breastplate that is, he has a stoic countenance, a very terrible countenance. And also the scriptures describe the angels as looking like this because Yahweh Shai himself is an angel. And when you read in the scriptures, Yahweh Shai is described as being a man, very dark skin, woolly hair, and of stature, so to speak, So I just want to go into a couple of precepts showing that the angels can indeed look like men. It was this book that was written by it was this story by Issacharite lady. I think it was called not the Supernatural, but it was something, I can't recall it, man. I have a screenshot somewhere, but basically she was giving this depiction of these men that drove these UFOs. And she said they look like Black and Hispanic and Native American men. Some wearing big bushy afros and some wearing braids with big beards, but they look like Black, Hispanic, and Native American men. And as we know that the Israelites are predominantly the Blacks, Hispanics, and Native Americans, those are the 12 tribes, okay, with respective tribes, other Israelites looking like other nations, but predominantly we look like Black, Hispanic, and Native American men, from very, very dark skin, okay, to very, very light skin, light brown skin. Like myself, I'm considered a fair skin or a light brown brother, but you had Israelites that were light skinned, King David, for example, and several other men of Israel, like the Northern Kingdom today. You got Northern Kingdom that look as dark as this angel here, and then you got Northern Kingdom that's lighter than an undone pancake, like the scriptures say, Ephraim is a cake unturned, So, man, the scriptures describe this got to be an angel, and this is a video going back into 2018. The brother Bakwasha did a lesson on this years ago, and look at this guy here. Pay attention. This is the Washington Redskin game, and you see this, you see that? We speculate that that's an angel. Now, we don't know if anybody else can see him, but he looks, I won't say abnormally weird, but he looks abnormal, though he has the appearance of a man, but nobody notices this. It looks like it's just a man just standing in the audience watching a football game, but no, man. The angel was there spectating on something. Now, do we know for what reason? No, we don't. Okay, some things that's not given it to us, but when you look at this individual, this angel here, and you look at this, the appearances are similar. Okay, he just have more of a glow on him because of the way that the camera picked up the footage, but it's pretty much similar, So anyway,
this out, man.
This
looked like one of those images I drew.
It was just like a 10-second clip. Wasn't anything of deep notice, but the video that the brother did on it, and it shows this guy here, and it appears that he have on a red shirt and a black jacket. So let's just say if somebody did see him, they probably wouldn't be able to distinguish him between a regular man or an angel. Just like sometimes I go in a store and people look at me, or I'll say something to somebody, and then they'll say something, smirk, and then all of a sudden they turn around, and they gone. I turn around, they gone. I'm like, oh, what the hell? Had to be an angel. I remember, and sometimes the spirit of angels can hop on people to give you a message, man. Like one day I was going to Walmart. I was going to the bank because my bank was at a Walmart, and I was going there to withdraw some money, and I was just in a vexed spirit. So the minute I walk in the door, and I walked past this individual, it was a Jake dude, and he was with a woman. I think it was like a kid with him. But immediately he looked at me. I guess he got whiff of my energy. He looked at me, and I kind of looked at him, and he gave me this real stern look, and he gave me a look like, I gave his ass a look like, nigga, you trying to fight, because he gave me a look like he, like it could have, like it was almost like a look like, look, like what's up with you, bro? Like what's wrong with you, man? Like with your countenance, like what's up? Almost like one of those stern father type looks, but at the same time, like this dude looked like he wanted to do something, man. So. Me, I'm kind of peeping the spirit. I'm like, the fuck is this guy looking at me like that for? Like, what's up with this dude? So after I got my money, and then I was getting ready to walk out, and then we kind of met each other in the halfway to like where the aisles at, like where the cash register at. We kind of met each other right there, and he looked at me and he basically gave me a handshake. And I gave him a handshake, and I'm like, man, what's up? Because first, no, it was like this. I was like, what's up, bro? I'm like, what's going on? Like, what's the deal? What's the deal? He said, it ain't nothing, man. But he gave me a handshake and like a little hug or something like that, man. He said, look, bro, I'm gonna tell you straightforward. He said, man, your spirit, he said, is gonna be cool. You're gonna be all right. He said, right now, you just look a little bit out of balance, distraught, because your countenance shows that, you under a lot of stress. But he said, man, it's gonna be all right, bro. It's gonna be cool. He dabbed me up. You know what I'm saying? And bam, we shook up, and then bam, I left out. You know what I'm saying? But at first, I'm just like, what the hell is this guy? And if I didn't know any better, you know what I'm saying? I just would have like, okay, that of course he was a regular Jake, but the spirit hopped on him to give me that message of encouragement, because immediately in my mindset, I was just being normal. I was just cool. My demon was vexing me back at the crib at the time, but wasn't nothing that was out of the ordinary. So he was like, look, man, you're going to be all right, man. You seem like you just out of balance right now. Your count shows that you look like you're a little stressed out, overwhelmed, but he said it's going to be cool. And that message, it was like a message of encouragement. So I was like, okay, cool. Because he looked at me like he wanted to do something to me, man. I'm like, shit. But just to say that the spirit of angels can hop on other people to tell you things too. With the spirit of the Lord, because the Lord is an angel. Okay. But anyway, just wanted to bring that out. So I got a couple of precepts here, and we get straight to it. First, because sometimes you can't tell angels from men. There's several times in the scriptures that the prophets spoke with angels and they thought they were men. Okay, same thing with, matter of fact, we get in here in Judges, the 13th chapter, but it's several accounts when, like, matter of fact, when Yahushua was taken up, and it says that it was two men clothed in white apparel, and they thought they were men, but these were angels. You see, so angels could come in the form of looking like men because they're spirits. So anyway, this is the book of Judges 6, and I'm going to start at verses 6. Judges 13 and 6, it says, then the woman came and told her husband, saying, a man of God came into me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of the Most High, very terrible. Okay, but it says a man of God came to me. So obviously the angel came in the spirit of a man, or he came in the appearance of a man. Okay, and it says his countenance was very terrible. And terrible doesn't mean it has to be hideous or ugly or damning, but it's the spirit. It's that austerity spirit, that spirit of seriousness, sternness. Like, look, we ain't here to fuck around. Okay, we here to get business done. This is what it is. If you like it, you do. If you don't, step. Okay, and oftentimes people say to brothers like ourselves, they say that we look stern. Why don't y'all have a smile? Why y'all look so angry? And it's not the fact we're angry, but it's just a serious countenance that we have on us, because we understand this world is bullshit, man. I've been told that shit my whole life. Like, why you so serious? Why you look so serious? Why don't you have a smile? I'm like, I smile, just I'm not smiling for you people, But other than that, you see this, he has a very, very terrible countenance. Okay, almost intimidating. He's standing on guard. He's standing on watch. Same thing with this. He has a very terrible countenance. Look at this. And nobody even noticed him there. But his head and his body is abnormally big, because we know angels can be men of stature. He looks bigger than the average human. Same thing with him. He's brolic. It was just something different about this particular angel here. He just had that real spirit of stoicism, you know. And it says, a man of God came into me, and his countenance was like the countenance of an angel of the Most High, very terrible. But I asked him not whence he was, neither he told me his name. It says, but he said unto me, behold, thou shalt conceive and bear a son, and thou drink no wine, nor strong drink, nor eat any unclean thing. For the child should be a Nazarite to the Most High, in the womb to the day of his death. Okay, and you remember the story of Samson as well. Samson took the vow of the Nazarene as well. But it says, then Manoah entreated the Lord and said, oh my Lord, let the man of Yahweh, which thou didst send, come unto us again and teach us what we should do unto the child that should be born. And the Most High hearkened, and it says, and the power hearkened to the voice of Manoah. And the angel of Yahweh came again unto the woman as she sat in the field, but Manoah, her husband, was not with her. And the woman made haste and ran and showed her husband and said unto him, behold, the man have appeared unto me that came unto me the other day. So he came back. Okay, he came back. And peep this. It says, and Manoah arose and went out to his wife and came to the man and said unto him, art thou the man that spakest unto the woman? And he said, I am. And he said, now, and Manoah said, now let thy words come to pass. How should we order the child, and how should we do unto him? And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, all of that I said unto the woman, let her beware. She may not eat anything that cometh out of the vine, meaning wine, neither let her drink wine or strong drink, or eat any unclean thing. All that I commanded her, let her observe. And Manoah said unto the angel of Yahweh, I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, though thou detain me, I will not eat off thy bread. And if thou wilt offer me a burnt offering, thou must offer unto Yahweh. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of the Most High, right? Because angels don't eat, they don't sleep, they don't drink, they don't have sex, they don't deal with women. You know, they come in the appearance of men to be able to communicate, because they're messengers. So they're going to come into the way that we can receive them. Okay, because if an angel was to come to you in his complete angelic form, okay, let's say if he looked like we ain't talking about rosy white cheek babies, but let's say if he looks like shit, I don't know, man. Let's say if he was 12 feet tall, brolic, wings, you know what I'm saying, dark countenance, lightning, you know, all that stuff, then we will bug the fuck out, because it's like, what the hell is this? It looks like someone to kill you. But he came to him in the form of a man. Okay, why? Because they was able to receive that. You see, that's why he says here, he was like, look, I don't eat what y'all eat, man. If y'all do any sacrifice it to me, send it up to the Most High, you know. But it says, Manoah knew not he was an angel of the Lord. And Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what is thy name, that when thou sayest, come to pass, that we may do thee honor? And the angel of Yahweh said unto him, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret? So Manoah took the kid with the meat offering and offered it upon the rock to the Lord, and the angel did wondrously, and Manoah and his wife looked on. Okay, and it says, for it came to pass when a flame went up towards the heaven from off the altar, that the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar, and Manoah and his wife looked on it and fell on their faces on the ground. Okay, so that's the point. When you think of ascending, it means to go up. So that was an angel, just like what the brother said here in this video. They said with him, they said after he saluted him, because he gave him a shalom. Okay, to salute in the Hebrew goes into shalom, which means peace, right? So when he gave him the salute, he walked off. And then they was like, look, after the camp, they didn't see him no more. Like he was just gone. I remember we was at camp, it was back in 2019. And I remember we was at the camp, man, and all of a sudden we was downtown Propheside, and we saw this like a flash of lightning on a clear day, like ricochet off this building. And I was like, what the hell was that? It was like a flash. Me and the brother One caught it. It was like a flash of light. And I was like, what the hell? And then all of a sudden, like 5 seconds later, we saw like this guy. He was walking past the camp, and he looked at us. He gave us a head nod, you know what I'm saying, and said, what's up to us? And we, you know, we bam. Gave him a head nod back, and all of a sudden, he was like by Edomite, and he kicked the scoot over. Like he wanted to put hands on Esau. I'm like, oh shit. I'm like, that could have been an angel, bro. Because I'm like, I never saw that dude, and he came out of nowhere. You know, like the scriptures say, hey, we have entertained angels unaware, strangers unaware. So this is why, hey, you have a derelict that come up to your camp, and he's listening and vibing. Hey, don't be quick to dismiss that man and say, get your ass out of here. Nah, bro. Don't do that, man, because the angels are messengers. They're taking notes, they're watching, and they're reporting back to the Heavenly Father on our conduct, man. Last thing you want to do is offend an angel when the Most High fuck your ass up. So be very, very careful on who you deal and how you deal with. Even when derelict jakes talk to you out in public, just listen to what they got to say. Because, hey, it's like a mystery shopper, right? And your boss, he will send a mystery shopper to see if you providing a proper customer service. And if you're not doing that, then you fail 3 or more, then you lose your job. So you don't want to fail a mystery shopper of the angel. Okay? Just to make that that comparison, if that make any sense. All right, let's go to another precept real quick. Ezekiel 1, and I'm going to start at verses 3. Matter of fact, let's start at 4. And it says, and I looked, and behold, a whirlwind came out of the north, a great cloud and a fire, enfolding itself, and brightness was about it. And out of the midst there was the color of amber, and out of the midst of the fire. Also, the hell? It says, also, out of the midst thereof came the likeness of 4 living creatures. And this was their appearance. And they had the likeness of a man. Okay, so it showed you that they look like men. Okay, we know angels could come in the appearance of men, as we're reading in the scriptures. But it says everyone had 4 faces, and everyone had 4 wings, and their feet were straight feet, and the soles of their feet was like the soles of a cow's foot, and they sparkled like the color of burnished brass. And they had the hands of a man under their wings on their 4 sides, and the 4 had the faces of their wings. Okay, because this is going into the description of the angels and also the ships. Now, when people say, well, they look like eagles and calves, no, that just represents the characteristics, because the eagle represents a bird with extreme prudence and pride. Okay, and we know that the eagle is the highest flying bird. An ox represents strength. Okay, a lion represents courage. You see, so these were all the characteristics of the angels. It didn't necessarily mean that they look like lions and all this other shit. No, it says they had the appearance of a man. Okay, their characteristics was describing them in animal-like form, because that's a way to describe their characteristics. Strength, courage, you know what I'm saying? Tenacity, fierceness, you know? And it says, and they had hands of a man under their wings in their 4 sides, and they 4 had their faces in their wings, man. Okay, but it says here, and this was their appearance. They had their appearance like a man. And it says, and their feet were straight feet, and the sole of their feet was like the sole of a cow's foot, and they sparkled like unto color of burnished brass. Look at this. This is burnished brass right here. Look at that. Burnished brass, man. The same way they describe Yahweh Shai. All right, now let's look this up real quick. Let's do this. Burnished. See what it looked like. So that's a brass color, right? Let's see if they give us the accurate description. Alrighty, so classic brass, you got matte black, you got Kensington, you got oil rubbed, antique brass, but all these are brass like colors. But going to the last 3 on the right, bottom right, that's more the actual depiction of Yahweh Shai, man, and the angels. Okay, matter of fact, this is like, look up burnt brass color. See, bam. Look at that. Burnt brass. Look at that. That's a dark, dark, dark color. Almost black. Now, when you go to the book of Daniel, what is it, 10, 5, and 7, it gives us a description of Yahweh Shai, which is an angel of the Lord, because Yahweh Shai is an angel of the Lord. Like it tells us in Exodus, it says the angel of the Lord. You said a cloud of fire, no, a cloud of a pillar, no, it's a cloud by day and a pillar of fire by night. But it says the angel of the Lord. That was Yahweh Shai, man, because he is the angel of the most high. He's the highest angel. We're angels too. We're just down subjugated to his flesh, but we're angels as well. We just been chosen to come down here and fulfill this mission. All right, but this is the book of Daniel 10 from 5. It says, Then I lifted up my eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins was girded with the fine gold of Uphaz, and his body was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning, and his eyes of lamp as fire, and his arms and his feet like unto color to polished brass. It says, in the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude, meaning he had a real deep voice. Okay, but it gives us a description of how Yahweh Shai and the angels look. And it's not too far off from this depiction here. Okay, the scripture say they have woolly hair. Damn bugs, man. It's like scriptures refer to describe them as having woolly hair. You know. Matter of fact, let's get one more precept here. Then we end it because Christians try to use the description of Yahweh Shai and make it something that's allegorical when it's just plain. Give me 1 second. This is Revelation 1, and I'm going to start at verses 1 and 13. It says, In the midst of the 7 candlesticks, one like unto the Son of Man, clothed with a garment down to the foot, and girded about the pouch with the golden girdle. His hair and his hair were white like wool, as white as snow, and his eyes were as the flames of fire, and his feet like unto fine brass, as they have burnt in the furnace, and his voice as the sound of many waters. So there you go. But anyway, man, Salakia, giving all praises and glory and honor that's due to Yahweh Bashem Yahweh Shai. Lord's will you edify into the